So why we need to call out for the 13 attributes of mercy? So it's brought down in the Arizal, in the Zohar really, that the 13 attributes of mercy, they are overtaking the dinim, the judgments. Okay? So let's say that you have a judgment, Chas v'shalom, not you. Somebody have a judgment, and is getting to be guilty, found to be guilty. There's a possibility to beg for mercy, right? If someone is begging for mercy, so what is asking? Is asking that the mercy will overcome the judgment, right? There is judgment, so it's true, I'm guilty. But I want the mercy to overcome the judgment. So even though I'm guilty, I want to have mercy. So when we are asking for Hashem's mercy, what are we saying? We're saying, yes, we know that we are not worthy. But even though we are not worthy, we asking for the mercy of Hashem to overcome and to give us whatever we are able to handle in mercy, not according to judgment. According to judgment, we don't deserve anything. But we're asking, please, in the mercy of Hashem. So, when you say Baruch, you think about the first attribute of mercy, Kel. Ata is the second attribute, Rachum, right? And so on. Every word that you say, you try to think in your mind the 13 attributes of mercy. Obviously, there is a very big understanding of each one of the attributes of mercy to understand it deeply. But even in the very, very shallow understanding that I just said, it's a good practice to be able to say the bracha and to think in the same time about the 13 attributes of Hashem. If you can do that, you are already qualified for the second step for Jewish meditation. It's a good practice for the first step of Jewish meditation. So try that. Try that. When you say the bracha, you can do it also every morning when you say Netilat Yadayim, like I said. But if it's hard for you to do it every day, at least 8 days of Hanukkah. Okay? Now, on top of that, like I said yesterday I said it in short, now I want to expand a little bit. Every day is also one of the attributes. So the first day was the first attribute of Kel. Second day, we just lighted the candles of the second day, is Rachum. Tomorrow will be Vechanun. So all of the 13 attributes of the mercy of today was within the second attribute of Rachum. Okay? So if you already took the first step and you're holding in the second step, that will be the second step. To be able to think about all of the 13 attributes of Hashem when you're saying the 13 words of the blessing, and then to add on top of that another understanding that all of those 13 attributes is within the attribute of the day. Okay? If you did that successfully, then you can take the third step. To have in mind that all of those certain attributes of all of Hanukkah is within the Sirah of Hod. Or like I said more specifically, the Hod of the Hod. And if you already did that successfully, you can add another step and to think that, but all of this Hod of Hanukkah is within the Sphira of the year, Yesod. And all of this Yesod is within the 10 years of the Hod, the 100 years of Hod, the 1,000 years of Yesod. So you see, this is basically the part of the technique of how to practice Jewish meditation. Okay, obviously we have to understand the meaning of things, but one of the issues is to be able to think in the same time about all of this big picture. Now, I know that it looks complicated for most of the people that hear it, and it's true, it is complicated, but after you get used to it, it's natural. For example, we are sitting now in Har Tziyon, Mount Zion, right? We don't need to think about the fact that that we are sitting in Har Tziyon, and Har Tziyon is within Yerushalayim, and Yerushalayim is in Eretz Israel, and Eretz Israel is within planet Earth. We know that. We don't have to rethink about it every moment. We know this is our location. It becomes to be something that we are living with, not something external that we need to think about. So all of those different aspects of the Jewish meditation, when you start, it's very hard that you have to do all of those calculations and to remember, or you take out a note of your pocket and you look, that's where I'm holding, okay, and then you put it back and you continue. Right? So all of that is good for the beginning, but the truth is that after you get used to it, it becomes to be part of yourself. So when I wake you up in the morning, I don't have to remind you every morning that you are here in Yerushalayim, right? Maybe sometimes you had a very strong dream about your home in France or Los Angeles or Turkey or whatever, so you have to remember, I'm not there, I'm here. Okay. But generally, you know where you are. You wake up in the morning, you know, I'm in Yerushalayim, Baruch Hashem, thank you Hashem that I'm in Yerushalayim. Right? So in the same way, that it becomes to be part of your nature, part of your understanding of where are you. Also, if you connect to all of those different aspects of the Jewish meditation, of the Kabbalah, you can understand, you can live with consciousness of where are you in those aspects of spirituality. Okay? Obviously, there's many more details. As much as you want, you can add more and more and more details about the different locations and the different parts of your spirituality. Where are you and what you do and what is the tikkunim of each one of the different things. I wouldn't say it's endless, but it's almost endless. So as much as the person wants, as much as you desire and you have the strength, you can increase and have the bigger picture, or to focus and to look on the details, whatever is according to your heart, where you're holding with your heart.